so ambiguous about performing. I do a lot of different things. I do burlesque, I do exotic dancing, I do drag stuff. So I think I'm just nervous because by now I'm usually like naked on stage. So, you know, so at least topless, but all my clothes are on. So here we go. My name's Leia. I'm from Florida, so I apologize in advance. These are photos of me like doing my thing. So this is just kind of, I'm like the female Moses of trans people north of Seattle. So, you know, they flock to me. I'm trying to give some details about myself. I've been up here for about 4 years. I absolutely love it. People that are native to this area, please never leave. I promise there's nothing better. And I lived in LA. I started transitioning in LA about 6 years ago. So I was about 22. I lived on Hollywood Boulevard. Like literally lived on Hollywood Boulevard. I was homeless. Don't cry for me. It'll make a great Lifetime movie, I promise. So I started transitioning about 6 years ago, and I'm at the point where I am now. It's been a really long journey, medically and physically, and you know, you feel like you've gotten places when you find yourself labia shopping, you know. And my motto was always, you know, plastic surgery and prayer. That's what you see in front of you. So I'm a big proponent of that. I'd also, making these slides for Patrick, I was just shocked at how much I loved Thomas the Tank Engine. That bottom left shot really speaks to me. We had talked about in the realm of dating how you meet people at certain points of your transition, and it's almost like, you know, my joke is always there's a flavor for everybody, but what are you doing when, you know, 1 year you're barbecue sauce and then a couple years later you're honey mustard. You may have lost a few, you may have gained a few, so it is what it is. I like to think I'm ketchup at this point. I'm pretty universal, readily available. So at this point, you know, I have kind of calmed down on my transition medically, so I feel like I'm kind of entering a different dating space. So that's what I've come to really self-reflect on. So you can see various stages of me. You can tell I was really happy when I got my boobs done. Far right, just really hitting that corner. I think that the most vulnerable thing about being in a relationship when you're trans is having to show these photos, because someone not knowing and you being like, oh, let me show you when I was 3. My mom's European, we had short hair, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like a funny facade to it. So, you know, my joke on a first date when someone's like, tell me something interesting about you, I'm like, I was voted homecoming king. So, like, if that's not feel a vibe, like, I don't know what the fuck is. And then we also, HRT is hormone replacement therapy for people that don't know. And that does a lot of changing to your body without you even realizing it. So that's what you would take. You know, I say drugs and everyone perked up. Seattle, calm down. HRT is just basically hormone replacement therapy where you actually take hormones orally, or you can get them in a shot, and just kind of basically mimics like whatever gender you specifically believe that you are on the inside. So obviously, you know, that's a little, you know, we talked about the shift of body and things like that when it comes to dating, so I always feel like that's super interesting. But yeah.